If you have a source for beef cheeks, I would say run, don't walk to go get these. These are fantastic. This reminds me of Austin, Texas, and the best bite that I had of any barbecue in Texas. It's beef cheeks. Look at the smoke ring on there. I'm going to show you just how we did this, and you have got to do this. So last fall, my wife and I made a trip down to the Mecca of barbecue. We went to Central Texas in Austin. We were up in Dallas also, went to Terry Black's, stood in line at Franklin, went to LeRoy Lewis when they had their food truck. And one of the best things that we had was the beef cheeks at LeRoy Lewis. So I've been looking around trying to find some beef cheeks. I found them. This was at a butcher that I like to go to called Double D Meats in Mountain Lake Terrace, Washington, which is just north of Seattle. I've been going to Double D for years when we lived in that area, and just had a chance last week to stop by there and look through, and in their frozen area they had the beef cheeks, so couldn't wait to give these a try. So we're going to open them up, we're going to trim these up, and we're gonna make some great beef cheeks. I hope they're as good as what we experienced in Austin last year. So now that we got these beef cheeks, we're just gonna cut into these, see what we're dealing with. These again were in the frozen section, so we're just gonna put them up and take a look and see what we've got. Hey, these look pretty good. I am surprised. A lot of times with beef cheeks, what I found in my research is that you've got just a whole lot of nasty stuff to cut off of those. But this looks pretty good. We're just going to trim these up a little bit. I think I've got the dullest knife ever. So what we're going to do is kind of trim these up. We're going to get a lot of this fat off of here. We got some silver skin on the top here. We're trying to get as much of that off as possible. This is a really sharp knife, and these things are really tough. Look at all that connective tissue in there. Wow, those look pretty good right there. Kind of get rid of any kind of dangly edges on here. And now we're just going to season these up with some salt. There's some kosher salt, and we want to make sure to really get a lot on here. And we've got black pepper also. So this is going to help give us a good bark to it. A little bit on the sides there. We don't want to ignore that. Good amount on the back. There's a little bit of a flap area in there. We're gonna make sure we tuck some seasoning in there. Those are looking really good. We've got a good coating on each one of those, and now we're gonna drop them into the smoker. So the smoker's set up running at about 244 degrees right now, and this is my Yoder 640. We're just going to take these fellas, drop them on the rack, and we're going to give them a couple hours. We're looking to get to about 165, 170. They're looking nice on there. We're putting them on that top rack. We're going to close it up and check back in. There, getting some good bark on them. These have been running for about 4 hours. Just hanging out in here about 235 degrees. Check our internal temps. We're a little over 150. I think this is good because they've absorbed a lot of smoke by this point. And we're going to put them in the Confit liquid. The next step is to get our Confit liquid, or our tallow, ready. So this was a tallow that we rendered out a couple of weeks ago, and what we're going to do is we're just going to scrape it out of here, and we're going to drop it inside of this reusable pan. Just going to cut that in half. That's going to be quite a bit. I think we're going to be okay though. Now we're going to take this and we're just going to put it inside of our smoker for a little bit. We want that to all melt down nice and look nice and golden. And then we're going to take those beef cheeks, just move them over, set them inside here, wrap this all up with the aluminum foil and let them go till we hit that tender stage of about 200 degrees. So there we go. We're just going to let that melt down on the bottom. All right, so our tallow is up to temperature now. So you can see where that is nice and golden. Ouch. It's nice and hot. Nice and golden brown. So we're going to take these beef cheeks and we're just going to set them right down inside of there. Those fit like a glove. That is just perfect. So they don't go all the way up over the top, but I think that is absolutely fine because what we're going to do is put this aluminum foil over the top to seal them. So that's tight all the way around there, and that's just going to use that as kind of a braising liquid, a confit. That's going to allow us to cook those down. It's just that great liquid that's going to absorb in there, plus all that juice that's going to come out of those beef cheeks as they completely render out, getting up to that 200 degrees that we're looking for internal there. I think we're running about 230 degrees. I'm going to crank that up a little bit. I know it says it's 225 somewhere, but in there, it's going to be about 250 to 275. And we're just going to let them finish up for a couple hours and check in a little bit later, probably after dinner tonight. So beef cheeks went on at about 11 o'clock this morning, and we have those running at about 235 degrees, kind of by themselves, all salt and peppered up, and they ran until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then at 3 o'clock I melted down some of that tallow that we had rendered prior and added the beef cheeks to it. They ran for another 4 hours. I just probed these things. They are at 205 degrees. I put that probe in there and they are super, super tender. So I am so excited to give these things a try. So let's pull them off the smoker. I'll show you the temp on them. We'll put them out here and we're going to cut into them and give them a try. I cannot wait. So this is the moment of truth. We open those up. Wow, steam is coming off of there. Those smell just fantastic. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Those are just dripping with tenderness and wonderful. Look at that. 205 degrees. And these things are just probe tender. I mean, this is like a fine Texas brisket. Yeah, this one's a little bit bigger. and I do feel just a tad of resistance to it. Definitely not much. This one is just absolutely like butter. So let's cut into that, see what it looks like. Oh, wow. Try a little bit of this. That is absolutely wonderful. Let's cut a little slice of that. Okay, so these are 206 degrees, so those are pretty warm yet. Got a lot of heat coming off of here. Check out that smoke ring. This is just, I think I'm in love. These things are wonderful. Look at that. All that kind of gelatinous bits on there. This absolutely melts in your mouth. Look at that. This is pull apart, absolutely wonderful. We just got back from doing burgers with a bunch of friends in our neighborhood here, and I couldn't wait to try these. I had plenty to eat already tonight, but just the smell of these, the look of these. Wow. I don't care how full I am. These are terrific and you gotta try it. Oh my gosh, I never thought anything could taste so good. Probably one of the best things I ever made. The salt and pepper, the smokiness, the taste. Scale of 1 to 10, I don't know. 25, 27, somewhere up there. You gotta do these. Beef cheeks, my new favorite. This is like a stick to your lips, kind of that gelatinous connective tissue that broke down most of the way. It just stays in your mouth forever. For sure you gotta give this a try. If you like what we're cooking here and I'm inspiring you, hit that subscribe, hit the like, share it with your friends. Let's spread the love for beef cheeks all over the place. Hey, and if you got any comments, drop them down below. I'm glad to respond to those. Thanks so much for watching. Go out and figure out what you're gonna cook in your backyard this weekend. It better be beef cheeks. And from Barbecue Plus, thanks for watching.